Hi guys, I'm Rui João and today we're going to be editing this image. This was shot with Canon 6D and the Sigma 70-200 2.8 OS with natural light. This is the before and after. And in black and white. If you have any questions, please comment below. Let's start. Let's create a new layer so we can remove the blemishes on our face. Let's use the healing tool. Okay. Oops. Remove this air. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. Okay, before and after. Okay, now I want to brighten the image in this part, so let's use the clone stamp tool with another layer with about 20%. Select this part and okay. Let's reduce the opacity. About it. Okay. Now let's change the colors a little bit using curves adjustment. Reduce the light, a bit of contrast. Add some red and let's see, some yellows. Okay. Now I want to change the color of the background a bit more, so I have another curves adjustment. So I want to decrease the lights a few steps more and add some red and some yellow on the highlights. Okay. So let's reduce this effect on the model. Select the brush tool with black. Let's increase the opacity 25. Let's paint on her. Okay. Now let's add a vignette, create a new layer, change the blending mode to soft light. Now with the brush, select black and start to paint all over. Let's reduce the opacity. With this kind of brush, this side of the brush, the computer starts to slow down. And let's be patient. And okay, a few more. Okay, let's bring the highlights up, double click, and with the Alt selected, drag this slider to the left. You can see the highlights changing. Okay. Although the background is out of focus, I don't like these areas of the image. So let's create a new layer with the clone stamping tool. This opacity. Let's start to remove all these areas. Okay. Let's remove a line. Remove a line again. I don't know why that keeps. There he goes again. Okay, let's remove this red. There he goes again. Is that a bug or something? Okay. Before and after. Now let's create a new hue saturation, so we can increase the saturation on the background. Okay. Now select the brush, black, so, and let's decrease the saturation on the model. Okay, the arm. Okay. Now, I like the saturation on the background, but I don't like this green, so we'll add another hue saturation and remove the saturation like this, and invert the mask by pressing Ctrl or Command I. Now with the brush, select to white to increase the opacity. Let's start to remove this saturation. Okay. Okay. I'm going to decrease the opacity. Okay. Now I want to change the color of the skin, another curves, and add a little bit of yellow and remove some red. Okay. Ctrl or Command I to invert the mask, the brush to white. Let's paint some. Okay. Paint on the arm. Okay. Now let's add some more contrast, curves. increase. Okay. Reduce the opacity. Before and after. Okay. Now we're going to burn and dodge the image. Let's create a new layer by pressing Alt key, clicking New, and now change the mode to soft light and fill with the neutral color. Okay. Now with the dodge tool, let's zoom in. If you press and hold the Alt key, it burns without having to keep changing between these two settings. So Alt to burn. Now let's dodge. Let's dodge on the lips. Okay. The eye. Burn. Dodge. Okay, a few more. Burn on the arm. Dodge. Okay. I noticed that she has a little bit of red skin on this area. Let's zoom in. Yep, that's it. Let's remove that with a hue saturation. Let's choose red. Let's increase this so you can see better. Now, okay, let's find out. Right about there. Okay. Now, reduce saturation and change the hue to something more yellow. And brighten up a bit. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but probably the problem is solved. But it changed all the other reds. So just gonna invert the mask and paint on this area with white. Okay, on the color cast. And that's it. Let's fix this air. We're gonna duplicate all the layers. Press Control Command Shift Alt E. That's a new layer. Now let's blur, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Right about that, so you cannot see the hairs. That's too much. Okay, now create a mask and invert the mask, Control I. With the brush, set to white with a little bit of opacity. start to paint on that hair. Okay. Let's change the color to black so to recover some texture. Okay. There. Now let's even out the color of the hair. So let's create a new layer with color, and let's choose some color about red about here. Let's start to paint the hair. Oops, let's erase this. Okay, brush. Now select this color, paint. Okay, let's remove the opacity. Now let's add a bit more tone to the image. Let's create a new hue saturation, select yellows, and change the hue. Guide hue to these tones. Can you desaturate a bit? And okay, see before and after. Now the image has this tonality of red all over. So let's see the before and after of all. Before and after. Okay. Let's check the image in black and white. Solid color. Change something to gray. Okay. Change the blending mode to color. And the image looks fine on black and white. Let's create a new folder and well selected. Let's move this to the folder. This one not. Before and after in black and white. Let's see the image close. Okay, that's it guys. I hope you liked, and feel free to subscribe for more videos.